4. The next morning I was with Holmes when the king arrived. "You have them," he cried, grabbing Holmes excitedly by the shoulders. "Not yet," said Holmes, "but we'll have them shortly." As we rode to Miss Adler's in the king's carriage, Holmes told the king all that happened. "Irene Adler got married yesterday," he said. "Married? To whom?" "An English lawyer named Norton. But she can't love him. She always said that she loved me." "Hope that she does love him, Your Majesty," said Holmes. "If she does, she doesn't love you anymore, and so won't mind if you marry someone else." At the Adler house, an elderly woman stood at the open door, as if waiting for us. "Mr. Sherlock Holmes?" she asked. "I am he," said Holmes, surprised. "My mistress said that you would be here. She left this morning with her husband by the 5:15 train." "What?" Holmes staggered backward, white with shame and surprise. "She has left England, never to return." "All is lost," cried the king. "We shall see." Holmes pushed past the woman and rushed to the hiding place. He pulled back the sliding panel, stuck in his hand, and pulled out a photograph and a letter. The photo was of Irene Adler. The letter was addressed to Sherlock Holmes. He tore it open, and we three read it together. "Dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, you really did very well. You fooled me completely, until after the fire alarm. But after I had betrayed my secret place, I began to think. I was warned of you months ago. I was told that you are a master of disguise. I was sure that the king would hire you, if anyone. It was hard to distrust a kind, old clergyman, but disguises are nothing new to me. I'm in opera, you'll remember. As soon as you left, I put on my own disguise and followed you. When you stopped at 221B Baker Street, which I knew is your address, there was no more doubt. My husband and I decided to leave immediately. You will find the nest empty. As to the photograph and letters, tell the king that he may rest in peace. I love and am loved by a better man than he. But I leave another photo that he may wish to have. Very truly yours, Irene Adler Norton." "What a woman!" cried the king of Bohemia. "She is brilliant." "Indeed she is," said Holmes coldly. "I am sorry that I could not bring your Majesty's business to a more successful end." "On the contrary, dear sir," said the king, "I know that she won't break her word. I am as safe as if the letters and photo were in the fire." "I'm glad to hear you say so. I am forever in your debt. Will you take money? Jewels? Here, take this ring." He pulled a huge emerald ring from his finger and held it out to my unhappy friend. "Your Majesty has something that I would value much more," said Holmes. "Name it." "This photograph." "Irene's photograph?" asked the king. "Certainly, if you wish it." "Thank you," said Holmes, still icy. "There is no more to be done. I have the honor of wishing you a very good morning, Your Majesty." He turned and left, without noticing the hand the king held out for him to shake. That was how a great scandal had threatened to affect the kingdom of Bohemia, and how the best plans of Sherlock Holmes had been beaten by a woman's wit. To this day, whenever he speaks of Irene Adler or refers to her photograph, it is always under the honorable title of the woman.